May 2020. So here are the top bulletins of the week. Maze ransomware operator has targeted many companies. Fake Microsoft Teams notification aimed at stealing Office 365 logins. High-profile databases are being offered for sale on dark web forum. GoDaddy notifies users of breached hosting accounts. Samsung fixes a zero-click issues affecting its phone. Security flaws at Jio expose coronavirus symptom checker results. Arogya Setu app privacy flaws exposed. The week has started with data breaches of many companies around the globe. Maze ransomware operator has won the chart with 5 data breaches to their name. They have breached Banco de Costa Rica, Perozycam, AVI SPL, Kohlercraft LLC and Southwestern Wire. Banco de Costa Rica is one of the strongest state-owned commercial banks that operates in Costa Rica. The Maze ransomware operators claim to attack the Banco BCR for the second time in the last 8 months. This time, ransomware operator claimed to have over 11 million credit card credentials, of which over 4 million are unique and 1,40,000 belong to the US citizens. Perozycam is one of the leading manufacturers and suppliers of oxidative solutions around the globe. The data leak of around 2.5 GB has been verified by the cyber research team. Leak includes sensitive and financial documents of the company, such as the company's sale forecast documents, customers' records, etc. AVI SPL is one of the leading global providers of digital workplace solutions based in Florida, United States. The data leak includes sensitive and corporate operational documents, such as the company's project plans, installed system configuration details, billing data, and many more. Kohlercraft LLC, an American-based and one of the oldest plastic molders in the Midwest. The data leak includes highly confidential agreements of the company, such as deeds of mutual agreements. At last, Southwestern Wire, an American-based wire manufacturing competitors enterprise in the industry. The data leak of over 20 GB has been verified by cyber research team. The leak includes highly sensitive and corporate operation documents and data such as employees' payroll data, company's production data, company's bank reconciliation statements, tax payments documents, and many more. Recently, Microsoft Teams has seen one of the largest increases in users as a result of the shift to remote work. One of the attacks analyzed by the experts where threat actors sent phishing messages to employees containing a link to a document on a domain used by an established email marketing provider to host static material used for campaigns. Upon clicking on the link, users will be presented with a button asking them to log in to Microsoft Teams. If the user will click on the button, they are redirected to a phishing page impersonates the Microsoft Office login page that was designed to steal their credentials. The sender email originates from a recently registered domain, SharePointOnline-IRS.com, which is not associated with either Microsoft or the IRS. In the second attack observed by the experts, the email includes a link that points to a YouTube page. Then, users are redirected twice to a landing page designed to trick victims into providing their Microsoft login credentials. A hacker who goes by the alias Shining Hunters is offering breach dumps for sale on a dark web forum. The Shiny Hunters group has breached numerous organizations in the week, which includes Tokopedia, Unacademy, GitHub, private repositories, Home Chef, Chatbox, and Chronicle.com. So we start with Tokopedia, a major Indonesia e-commerce company. The hacker claims to have hacked company in March 2020 and affects 50 million user records. The records contains full names, email, phone numbers, hashed passwords, date of birth, etc. Moreover, researchers at Cyber reported that the hackers are holding personal and login details of over 91 million users and are offering them on the dark web market for sale for 4,000 USD. So next is Unacademy, one of the largest Indian online learning platform. The hacker gained access to their database and started selling the account information for close to 22 million users. Researchers from security firm Cyber discovered that a threat actor is offering the user database containing 2,19,09,707 records for 2,000 USD. Attack took place around January 26, 2020 as last creation date of database was same. Exposed records includes usernames, encrypted passwords, email address, first name, last name, date join, last login. Third is GitHub private repositories. The hacker claims to have stolen over 500 GB of private projects and initially planned on selling it, but has now decided to leak it for free. Based on the file stamps and full directory listing of the leaked files, the breach may have occurred on March 28, 2020. The hacker has shared source code from private repositories to a security news agency, Bleeping Computer. They confirmed that the stolen files appears to be mostly code samples, test projects, and ebook, PowerShell projects, and other generic items. As per Bleeping Computer, opinion that there is not much to worry about. However, Microsoft has told Bleeping Computer that they are aware of these claims and are investigating. Fourth is Home Chef, a Chicago-based home meal kit delivery service. The breach contains 8 million records and a sample of set of records was posted to a paste website. The row contains emails, bcrypt passwords, IP addresses, and a number of columns of PIIs such as last 4 of social security numbers, zip codes, and phone numbers. The breach has a sale price of 2,500 USD. Fifth is Chatbox, an online printing and photo stores. The breach contains 15 million data. Shiny Hunters also posted a sample set to a paste website. The database contains emails, SHA-512 password hashes, social media access tokens, and a number of personally identifiable information. The breach has a sale price of 2,000 USD. Sixth is Chronicle.com, a news website dedicated to covering colleges and universities. The breach contained 3 million records, but Shiny Hunters did not post a sample set of data or indicate in their post what the data contains. The breach has a sale price of 1,500 USD. GoDaddy, world's largest internet domain registrar and web hosting company, notified some of its customers that an unauthorized party used their web hosting account credentials to connect to their hosting account via SSH. The hosting provider submitted a data breach notice with the California Attorney General. It revealed that the intrusion took place in 19 October 2019 and discovered on April 23, 2020. After the company's security team discovered an altered SSH file in GoDaddy's hosting environment and suspicious activity on a subset of GoDaddy servers. The company launched an investigation immediately after it has discovered the suspicious activity on its servers. Moreover, GoDaddy is providing impacted customers 1 year of website security deluxe and express malware removal for free. And they said, again we apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. We have already taken and will continue to take measures to enhance our security in light of this incident. As per the recent update, GoDaddy's Vice President for Corporate Communication told Bleeping Computer in an official statement that roughly 28,000 customers' hosting accounts are affected in the incident. This week, Samsung has released a security patch that addresses a critical vulnerability tagged as CVE 2020-8899, impacting all smartphones sold since 2014. The flaw is tagged as SVE 2020-16747 in the Samsung Security Advisory. The vulnerability resides in the SKIA Android graphics library and affects the way Android OS running on Samsung devices handles the custom QMage image format. The flaw was discovered by the white hat hacker Matthew Jacobs from Google's Project Zero team. An attacker can exploit the issue without user interaction. The issue only impacted Samsung devices because the vendor has implemented the support for custom QMage image format in the Android OS version running on its devices. Jokers developed a proof of concept exploit code that exploits the issues using an image sent through the Samsung Messages app that handle SMS and MMS messages on all Samsung devices. Jokers exploited the bug by sending a sequence of MMS probe messages to a Samsung device with the intent of guessing the position of SKIA library in the Android phone's memory. The expert explained that the final goal is to bypass Android's ASLR protection, which means address space layout randomization. While coronavirus was spreading worldwide, India's largest telecom network, Jio, a subsidiary of Reliance, has developed a coronavirus self-test system checker days before the Indian government imposed a local lockdown to prevent the outbreak. The app was developed to help users to simply check the COVID-19 signs. But a security lapse exposed one of the symptom checkers' core databases to the internet without a password, TechCrunch has found. A security researcher, Anurag Sen, found the database on 1st May, just after it was first exposed, and informed TechCrunch to notify the company. Jio quickly pulled the system offline after TechCrunch made contact. It's not known if anyone else accessed the database. Jio spokesperson Tushar Pania has said, "We have taken immediate action." The login server was for monitoring performance of our website, intended for limited purpose of people doing a self-check to see if they have any COVID-19 symptoms. The database contains millions of logs and records starting April 17 through to the time that the database was pulled offline. Although the server contained a running log of website errors and other system messages, it also ingested vast numbers of users-generated self-test data. The data also included the person's user agent, a small snippet of information about the user's browser version and the operating system, often used to load the website properly but can also be used to track a user's online activity. The last news for today is related to the India's COVID-19 contact tracing app Arogya Setu. Earlier this week, a French hacker, Elliot Anderson, claimed that a security issue has been found in the app and that privacy of 90 million Indians is at stake. He told that he has been tracing the app since a month now and he had found a way to access private data on the app. But security experts at Arogya Setu has fixed the vulnerability. Meanwhile, the app has also come under the fire by privacy advocates who are saying that it violates the privacy judgment of Supreme Court, which was made in 2017, and it was also against the IT Act. Elliot has published the flaws in a report, and security experts at Arogya Setu has interacted with hacker and answered the flaws. Moreover, Communication and Information Technology Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad dismissed privacy and security concerns over the Arogya Setu app, saying it was completely safe and that all stored data would be deleted once the COVID-19 crisis was over. He added that the information was fully encrypted and there was no need for people to panic about safety issues. He pointed out that such apps were a part of standard practice across the world as countries tackle the coronavirus outbreak. This is a completely COVID-centric app. So here's the time for last week question. We asked to our viewers, name the threat actor group behind Maze ransomware. And we're extremely happy to announce the name. So the name is Sabita Sur. Security Chronicle congratulates you and thank you for giving your precious time to write the answer. So we want to share the answer with our viewers. Maze is a high-profile ransomware first emerged in 2019 and is still soaring. It has attacked healthcare organizations, law firms, industrials and universities. Moreover, Maze attacker don't just ask for a ransom in a return of decrypted files. It threatens victims to publish their data if this ransom is not paid. The group behind the Maze ransomware is known as TA2101. That's all for today. We will come up next week with more informative news in security arena and help you how can an individual be secure and safe with these cyber incidents happening across the globe. Till then, keep watching our videos and do not forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe. See you soon.